Paul Farbrace, end of day two. What's your take on what was a terrific day's cricket?
I think it's been two really good days cricket. I think there's enough in the pitch that's kept everybody interested. And I think the short boundaries helps as well. I mean, we felt yesterday that 80 runs too many we conceded, and I would imagine both teams would have, at the end of their first innings bowling, would be disappointed they didn't bowl the opposition out for less. And I'd say I think yesterday we probably felt 80 runs too many. Although having said that, I thought Adam Hose played really well. I thought once he got in, I thought he played really well and attacked and was positive. And I think that, I mean, he plays his best cricket when he plays that way anyway, but I thought he played really well. And then Leachy and Waity, the way that they played, their partnership was excellent. You know, they took a bit of a risk to start with. And once they did, our bowlers lost their length a little bit. And perhaps Worcester might say the same tonight, that when partnerships got going, teams went away, both teams have gone away from trying to hit the top of off stump. But, I mean, Pujara's innings today was absolutely outstanding, wasn't it? I thought him and Smith showed their real quality and was starting to get a partnership going, playing nicely. And then the Pujara-Carter partnership was outstanding for us. So to get a 100-run lead on that surface was really helpful. But, you know, I think it's been really good 2 days of county cricket. I think it's been a brilliant 2 days. And as I say, the surface has helped because there's been something there. But if you've missed your length, people have scored runs. You've been able to put the ball away. So the batters that have been the most positive have scored the runs, except for Pudge, who obviously to start with does what Pudge does, and he worked out the pace. And I thought he judged length really well. And then once he got sort of to 40, it almost looked inevitable that he was going to get 100, didn't it? I know that's really easy to say when the bloke every time he gets 50 he gets 100, as was pointed out earlier today, but he really did. Once he got to 40, he just looked like he was set for 100, and he played really, really well and showed his international class that he is, didn't he, really?
It was a very similar innings, Paul, to the one he played at Bristol last week, where he soaked up a lot of pressure early on. It was almost identical, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you remember last week at Bristol, he was stuck on 5, and it seemed like it was one of those where you think, well, Geikie, he's not going anywhere today. Maybe not. It's not his day. And once he gets the pace of the wicket and he works out his scoring areas, he then scores reasonably quickly from that point on. And I mean, he is a fantastic player, isn't he? And that's, you know, we were quizzed why we signed Steve Smith. You know, is it helping the Aussies to have Pujara, Smith, Azhar in the Worcester side? You want the best players playing county cricket. You know, we want to see the best players, and to have those three who've been fantastic players in world cricket in the same game can only be good for county cricketers to play with and against them. You know, it's a great learning experience, and you know, so far Pujara's one who's got runs, but the other two have still got another chance to get some second innings, haven't they?
2 days to go. How do you see the pitch, Paul?
I don't know, to be honest. As I say, I think there's enough in the pitch if you get the ball in the right place. Equally, once you get in, it seems with the short boundary you can score quite quickly. And, you know, I don't think we'd want to be chasing too many in the second innings. I reckon 240, 250 would be about right. But, you know, there's a long way to go yet. So we'll only be thinking about, and I know it's boring, but we'll only be thinking about the first session. And if we could, you know, we said tonight, if we could nick 2 out tonight, it'd be great. We only got 1. If we could nick 2 or 3 before lunch tomorrow, before they get level, that would put us in a decent position. But we know against the new ball, it's quite tough when you chase him. But anything could happen, Adrian.